What's up guys, Lifting here. In this video Hey guys, Empyrian here. Just a quick video about Strands, which is the most asked question recently in my YouTube videos. People are wondering how I sustain on Strands. There is many guides out there, but I never know what to link people because I never really watched any. So I thought I might as well make my own. So first let's just quickly get the basics out of the way. You can only find maps that you have unlocked, or maps that are connected to the maps that you're running within the rule set of the Atlas system. I guess you guys know that white monsters can drop the same tier of maps that you're running, rare monsters can drop +1, and the bosses can drop +2, or up to +2 tiers of maps. The middle number here doesn't change the amount of maps you find, it only increases the chance that you will get a higher tier map within the rule set, within the Atlas rule set. So with that out of the way, you have to shape your Atlas. If you only want to run Strands, you have to shape your Atlas in a way where you have only Strand on tier 11. So if you search for tier 11 here, I only have Strand. And if you search for tier 12, I have nothing unlocked. Because when you find the tier 12 map, and you have no tier 12 map unlocks, that map will downgrade into a tier 11, which is obviously going to be a Strand again. So if you shape your Atlas like this, you don't have to do it with Strand, you can do it with race course. If you shape race course and you unshape Strand, then if you get a tier 11 or a tier 12 map drop, it's going to be a race course every single time. And you can see if you don't have a proper Atlas like this, the chances of you getting a Strand or a map of your choosing is going to be much lower. Let's say if I had another tier 11 map, let's say Bazaar, then every other map that I find would be Bazaar, so my Strand drops will be reduced by 50%, and you know, with 3 maps it's 33% and so on. So the Atlas is like the most important part of sustaining in Strands. So let's talk a little bit about investing into those Strands. I always chisel them to 20% or 19% or something if they're already slightly qualified, and I always alchemy them to pack size. Any pack size really. Some people do 20 plus, but I don't think it's necessary. So the baseline is that you chisel them and you alchemy them until they have pack size. Once that's done, I run league stones that increase the number of mobs that are in my Strands, or the number of loot that those mobs drop. So those will be your breaches, your beyonds, your nemesis, you know, more rare monsters, more blue monsters, onslaught for more quantity, even strong boxes or shrines, basically anything that gives you more mobs or more loot from those mobs. And other than that, because of the positioning of Strand, you can use sextants pretty efficiently. If you don't have shaped dunes, you can use 1 white sextant, 3 yellow sextant, and 1 red sextant. I don't usually do the red one. What I do is I do 4 sextants, the 1 white and 3 yellows, and I do 3 sextants for 1 round of 5 maps. So I don't sextant every single map. I pretty much only do 3 out of 5. And that gives me an ever-growing pool of Strands that I usually sell 10, 20 here or there, and always go up in maps. So let's say you've already completed most of your Atlas and you want to make some changes to it. There's 2 vendor recipes you need to know about. One of them is called the Cartographer's Seal. So let's use the previous example, and let's say you have Bazaar unlocked for some reason. Then what you have to do is you vendor 3 Master Cartographer's Sextants with an Orb of Scouring.
You made it back.
The color of the sextant depends on the color of the map that you want to forget. So in this case we would get a Master Cartographer's Seal, which we would use on the Bazaar, thereby forgetting it or uncompleting it and increasing your Strand drops. The other one is the Unshaping Orb, which is obtained by vendoring a stack of chisels and 5 Orbs of Regret. And if you use this on a map you've previously shaped, so let's say we want to switch to race course, we use this on Strand, and then we get the Shaper Orb back on the Atlas, so in this case Excavation, we complete it, we use the Shaping Orb on race course, and then we uncomplete Excavation with the Cartographer's Seal recipe, and start farming race courses. So a little bit of extra thing you can do is that you can block the bad sextants from rolling on the maps that are actually in range of Strand. So for example, me on the side here, I rolled some bad ones that I don't want. So I have the extra physical monsters which do the proximity shield and the bubble. They're kind of annoying to deal with, at least with the builds that I've played. And this makes it so that these bad sextants cannot roll on these dunes, for example. So you can do that all around the maps that you're trying to run. It doesn't have to be Strand, it's just an example. Basically, blocking the bad sextants can, you know, save you some money in the long run. But it is kind of an investment, especially if you are trying to roll yellow sextants. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. See you guys in the next video.